Hi, Shalom, and thanks for joining me. I want to talk to you just for a few minutes about Mary Magdalene. She was a woman that lived in the town of Magdala. And we know that scripture tells us that she was completely taken over by an evil spirit, by 7 demons, actually, is what the scripture says. When Jesus and his followers, the 12, came to the town of Magdala, he encountered Mary Magdalene. And in doing so, he healed her of the 7 demons that she had been plagued by. What were the 7 demons? Scriptures are silent. We don't know. I do know that in in Hebrew, 7 means complete. And also, it says that after Jesus healed her, she followed him and she supported him out of her means. Well, how did a woman in biblical times have any means to support um, anything with? They were kind of second class citizens. They didn't really have a means to have an income, but for whatever reason, she did. So, wanting to dig in and see if I could find how that happened. Again, the scriptures were silent. I couldn't even really find anything in history books, but I just, again, had some thoughts about it and wanted to share those with you today. And so, one of those being that what did 7 really mean? It meant complete, but what would that have been that had plagued her? And where did she have the means? Magdala was a fishing village. So that lets me think maybe she was an only child. Maybe her mother and father had no sons, because if there would have been sons, the inheritance would have went to them, would not have went to the female. So maybe she was an only child and her parents had passed away. Maybe her dad was also a fisherman and had died on the Galilee. Maybe the swells had come up and overtaken his boat, and she was grieved for that. I don't know. Possibly, again, the scriptures are silent. Maybe she was married and had a son or two, and they were out fishing on the Galilee, and a swell came up and overtook their boat, and they died. And the grief from that would have gripped her heart so strongly that it was complete. Maybe that was it. I don't know, but that could have been where her means came from. And so that when Jesus healed her, um, she had the means to follow him and to support him. Once again, I just don't know. But I do know that she was healed. And that lets us know and gives us hope today that no matter what we are plagued with, no matter what has completely overtaken us, if we will trust Jesus and we will seek him, he can heal us from that. I encourage you to ask some friends that you know believe in Jesus to pray for you and help you be released from whatever has gripped you and taken hold of you. I also find it interesting that Mary Magdalene was the first and the one that was at the tomb when Jesus arose. And Jesus spoke to her first. I don't know, I just think he knew too her heart and what had overtaken her. And not wanting her to return to that, he spoke to her and encouraged her, I've arose and I'm here. Go and tell the others. And again, that's just one person's, my idea, my thoughts, and in my studying, just a possibility about Mary Magdalene. But I do know the town that she came from is real. It's there and it's been uncovered. And I'm going to talk to you about that in another teaching. So stay tuned. And again, thank you for just listening to me for this little bit of teaching on Mary Magdalene. It does give you hope, and it has given me hope that no matter what has overtaken us, Jesus can heal us. He loves you like crazy. Thanks for listening.